birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. That's off key. Dear Zach Smithy Smitty. I can do a muscle up. Happy birthday to you. Boo. Boo. Just kidding. All right. Zach Smith turned 21 today. Woo! All right. Wow. You know what that was so bad. You know what that reminded me of? That video, the girl whooping, but it's like so like high pitched.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome back. Episode 74 of the Throne Room. Birthday special for Zach Smith out here in the streets.
Thank you.
Actually, we're talking about this is Katniss Everdeen's number of Hunger Game, and then the 75th was her quarter quell because she did it 2 years ago.
Oh, that's right.
Dude, I watched that movie and like.
Well, I read the books.
Was so impacted at all. Like
how?
That actually affected my life totally. It changed the way I look at things.
Literally, I walked out of the movie theater completely unchanged.
We watched Avatar, and I was like, there were a few more things I noticed.
Okay, well, are you gonna waste time and talk about it, or what?
It was part of the episode, ain't it?
Okay, well, oh yeah, sure.
Well,
go ahead.
Like when he hijacks their religion, like you know how okay, I messed up, and they kind of kick him out of the tribe when they like cut the tree in half.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, no. What?
You remember they basically kick him out once the tree gets cut down?
No, he tells the truth, and he's like, I was sent here to learn your ways.
I haven't seen this in so long.
Yeah, he tells the truth to the clan or little villagers or whatever. Like, hey, I was sent here by the sky people to learn your ways, and so I kind of knew this was gonna happen. And they're like, you knew it was gonna happen? He was like, yeah. And then they were like, all right, you're out of here. Get out. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, and they tied him up and was like, we're going to kill him. We're going to go to war. And he's like, no, don't go to war. These people are going to kill you. Yeah. And they're like, nah, we're going to war. Yeah. And then, they shoot the tree down. And then they
unplug him.
Yeah, they unplug him. So it goes back.
I'm remembering this before the tree got shot down.
This was after.
All around the same time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They unplug him in the middle of the battle.
Because that's when they had it was in the middle of the battle?
Yeah. And then the lady was like, I'm just going to leave him here.
Oh, okay.
She was like, I'll go back to my old boyfriend.
Yep.
I got you. And then the old boyfriend got
but so how he makes it, how he comes back, you remember how that was the red banshee?
The big one.
The big one,
yeah. The one that he
and
hijacked.
it's like some religious, So he hijacks it and is like, oh, I know how I'll win them back and win back my girlfriend. Mm-hmm. I'll just become the person of prophecy. And he just hops on it and comes back and like, look, I got the demon.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
It just totally freaking Christopher Columbus their religion.
And then there's that whole
I know what you mean.
And we were talking about the overly subtle sexual themes.
Yeah, with the tails.
Yeah, well, there's the part when they're trying to bring the chick, transfer her dead body, her soul into the blue person body.
Yeah.
They all hook up to the tree. And
you see, I'm telling you, they had some weird
tree had a
orgy thing.
Yeah. Except for the lady in charge of it. She's not hooked up to the tree. She's just
well, she doesn't have a tail. Oh, no, I know, the old lady. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the mother of the clan.
She's like everybody.
No, she's just at the front going, ooh,
She's
in the nay-nay. She's just going.
I don't know how to hit the nay-nay.
Isn't that what that is?
No, I know that's what it is. I'm not very good at it. I'm also white.
True.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and then
breaking news, I'm white.
Then there's the part where he's like, we'll unite the people in the west, the east, the north, and the south, and then they go to two places.
Well, did they? I know there was the reddish people, the people with the red paint on them.
Yeah, that was the coastal, the coastal people.
Yeah, and then there was another one.
The people in the plains.
I thought they showed a bunch of people.
It was a montage.
Yeah,
it was two places. I thought
it was a little more than two.
I think it was more than two. I think you're just being.
We'll get the horse. Yeah, but there were the horse people.
Again, you're just exaggerating for.
There was the horse people.
Freaking comedic. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's a little more roast of this guy, because if you go back and
called him out on it.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Last night,
I never.
Preface. It made it funnier.
No, it didn't, because it's not funny now. It's not funny. Okay, go back to Josh's roast. Mm-hmm. This we've established that this kid exaggerates literally everything, and we can put a number on it. About 25% of things that he says are exaggerated.
Higher. No, 25% are true.
Oh, yeah.
75% is exaggerated. Yeah.
Okay. I got you. All right. I'm pretty sure it's the other way around, but I'll go with it for the sake of the joke. Okay. So this kid tells us that he has some English paper that he had to submit on Turnitin.com. And you know, when you do that, you get like a digital receipt of like a timestamp of when you turned it in, right? And his professor, or is it a she?
Yes, maybe.
Okay, so his professor, unknown gender, wrote back to him saying that it's still not good. Like, and she took points off. Yeah, them took points off of his grade for like a late penalty or whatever, right?
Yes.
So when this guy's telling me the story in the car on the way to their dorms, we were gonna go hang out for his birthday. He's telling me, yeah, dude, I wrote that shit. I wrote my professor an email. I flamed her. I was talking about how I'm gonna go to the freaking school board and freaking like get my grade back. And I freaking emailed the top of the academic advising, talking about how I was gonna get her fired. So then we're at Northgate, and Josh tells Zach the exact same story. And somehow he just knew and was like, bro, BS, show me the email. And Josh got real quiet.
He's like, she's going to report me to the academic board. And I'm pretty sure
looked at him, I went, it didn't happen.
yeah, he just kind of sits down.
What actually happened was I turned it in and I had the receipt. And she said she never got it. And I gave her the receipt. She's like, well, I don't have it. And that's where it ended.
No. And then you told me that, like, she was accusing you of, like, photoshopping.
She was going to, Photoshop, and that's what it was.
Like the turn it in thing.
Yeah.
And then Zach was like, dude, show me the email where she's saying this.
Can we go back to Avatar?
Yeah, let's go back to Avatar. I want to make sure that it's all out on the table. I want to make sure that it's all out on the table.
Call them out.
There's
How to
the
do
example.
it.
Yeah. Okay. What
Anywho, hey.
I didn't mean to embarrass you.
It's a very special day. That's not besides your birthday.
Okay.
The anniversary of
Lil
Peep dying.
3 years ago today.
Yeah. We lost a real one.
Take a moment of silence real quick.
And we're back.
Okay, great.
Right,
yeah, sweet.
thank you very much.
Shout out to Lil Peep.
Gamer boy.
Me and Smith really like
Smith.
Me and Smath.
Me small.
Really, that's why you're not getting to see our points.
Yeah,
we really like Lil Peep. We've watched the documentary a handful of times.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
You started watching it last night.
I gotta finish it tonight.
If you haven't seen it before, go to Netflix. Everybody's Everything. It's really good, and if it'll get you hooked on Lil Peep if you let it.
You
gotta open up your mind and let it take your soul, and then you'll go for a ride, baby. I promise.
Listen, guys, you gotta be woke, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
As Zach Smith.
Because he was woke.
Bro, you gotta be woke.
He was woke. He had a different perspective on the world.
All his tattoos were deep.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about being woke on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So because A&M had a bye week, well, I guess not really a bye week. We got our game postponed because of COVID. I think we had like a dozen kids test positive. They peed red, so to speak, or they peed hot, but they didn't get tested for drugs. Oh. Anyway, they just tested positive for coronavirus 19, whatever the hell you want to call it. Also, there's a bunch of other games. I think Alabama got their game postponed. Clemson was on a bye, so the only top 5 team currently standing that played was Notre Dame, and they played like Boston.
So
College.
are they gonna move up?
No.
Oh.
So at least for the top 5.
Number 1.
No. So at least for the top 5, there's no teams that changed.
Okay.
So Bama's still 1. Notre Dame is 2, Ohio State's 3, Clemson's 4, and we're 5. A&M's 5.
That would have been funny.
I listened back to my little spiel on it last week, and I forgot to add a really important part that's kind of like integral to how we can get to a number 4 spot. Okay, so because 2020 is such a weird season, normally what the playoff committee, like historically I don't like saying the word historically because the committee and like the CFP haven't really been around for a long time. It's kind of still a new thing. It's like 5 years old, right? We had the first 6 years, I guess. Like we had the first 4 bracket playoff, and then like the national championship for only like 4 or 5 years, or I guess 5 or 6. So historically, what the committee likes to do is they're not supposed to. There's really no rules, but what they like to do is pick the conference championship from the SEC, Big 12, Big 10. And Pac-12. Historically, that's what they kind of like to do. Now, Pac-12 has been getting like a lot of disrespect in that conversation just because it's the Pac-12 and nobody cares. But obviously, normally it's like Bama, Clemson, Ohio State, and a weird wild card of like Oklahoma, Georgia. Who else has been in there? Oh, freaking Michigan State was in there one time. So that's typically what they like to do. Now, the SEC has had the most of those wild cards. You know, we like with Georgia, obviously. Bama's been in it every year, but there really hasn't really been another Pac-12 team or another Big 10 or another Big 12 team in there, minus like Oklahoma if they make it, right? So with the Pac-12 always getting disrespect, and I guess it really doesn't matter with the way the top 4 are sitting right now, but it is important to talk about because the Pac-12 has only played like 2 games so far, because basically the first third of their season was postponed because of where they live, like that sort of north or northwest region, you know. They like Oregon's played like 2 games and we've played 6.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean, that's you can't like if the committee is sitting here looking at who has the best record, they can't consider a team that's played 2 games in the top 5, right? So that automatically takes an entire like 12-team conference out of the conversation. Again, it doesn't really matter right now because no Pac-12 team is in the top 5 or in the top 4. The closest team is like Cincinnati and then BYU.
Who have a? I saw that percentage thing we posted on Instagram about how like they have like I think BYU had like a 20-something% chance.
Yeah, we were on the bottom.
Check that. Yeah,
no, go ahead and check that. We can talk about that because listen, and again, it's I don't know. I don't understand why A&M gets such hate by the freaking CFP.
Preying on our downfall, bro.
They preying on our freaking downfall.
They really are.
Dog. They're preying on our downfall.
Yeah, BYU's got a 22.8% chance of making it to the playoffs.
Go ahead and read all the percentages. So Bama has what?
90.5%.
Uh-huh.
And then it looks like it's Ohio State at 73.6%.
Yep.
Then Notre Dame at 46.4%. Mm-hmm. Clemson at 45%.
Now those are the sitting top 4 teams.
And that's reasonable. Like you can see. So
it's reasonable because they're already the top 4 teams.
Yeah.
In that order.
Wisconsin at 40.6. Mm-hmm. Oregon at 27.3.
Yeah.
BYU.
And again, Oregon's played 2 games.
Yeah, exactly. 22.8% for BYU. Florida has 18.2%, who we beat.
We beat them.
Cincinnati, 10.3. Oh, I don't know who this is.
Let me see. That's Cincinnati, and then that's USC.
Oh, USC, yeah.
USC Trojans.
Yeah, 6.9%, nice. And then A&M is 5.9%. We're the top 5 team.
Yep.
And you have all these other teams that are just way ahead of us.
Yeah, so the top 4, the sitting top 4 teams are the sitting top 4 teams, and they're the highest on this playoff predictor. We're number 5, and we're at the bottom underneath teams that are ranked way below us.
Yeah. BYU.
Oregon has played 2
USC.
games. Cincinnati hasn't played anybody. BYU, I don't even know like a player on their team, and I've watched a couple games. And USC, I mean, guys, we're not in 2005. Mm-hmm. We're not playing Texas in the national championship game. What the hell are we doing here? I don't understand. They are preying on our downfall, is what they're doing. It's ridiculous. So, AP, ESPN, and the CFP, I'm talking to you right now. Wake up. You need to get woke.
Listen to Lil Peep.
Yeah. You need to get woke, okay? You need to wake up. You need to understand that what you're doing is just gross false information and propaganda, all right?
Ridiculous.
Fake news, okay?
Be woke, people.
You're spreading hate. You're spreading hate speech about my campus, about my football team, okay? And I don't appreciate it. Okay?
Give him the finger, bro.
Yeah.
The pointer finger, obviously.
Yeah.
Bad.
There's your thumbnail.
You stinky.
Bad.
Stinky.
Bad.
Okay, so that's pretty much it. So again, Pac-12 is automatically out of it, but who knows? Maybe the AP and the freaking CFP freaking committee is going to be like, hey, you know what? Screw A&M. They beat Florida. They're a 5-1 team. They're a 1-loss team. They play better teams than all the other teams that we just mentioned.
You name it.
And you know what? Let's just put Cincinnati in there for fun. It's ridiculous.
Because screw them, that's why.
Yeah.
You're
Dave
here.
Chappelle.
And this team, what's his name? Earl Weaver. He's like this old baseball coach, and there's this clip of him. And he's like about to fight the ref. You're here, and this crew's here for one dang reason. Oh yeah, what's that, Earl? What's that?
Oh yeah.
To screw us. What are you gonna do, Earl? Mess up another World Series?
Bro, that reminds me of Friday Night Tykes, bro.
We got to talk about some Friday Night
Dude,
Tykes.
Friday Night Tykes, bro. Okay.
Let me say something real
All
quick.
right, hit it up.
All right. If anybody's ever seen Last Chance U, great show. It's a really popular show on Netflix. It's about these small, like, little community colleges that give, like, D1, like, dropouts, or they got kicked off a team or failed drug tests, like a second chance to get back into D1, playing and get a chance at NFL. Right, and it's a real popular show, and everyone likes it. It just takes us through, like, the whole season and, like, practice and games and homecoming and championships, stuff like that. And there's another show. And then also another show you may be familiar with is Dance Moms. I know a lot of people, they know Dance Moms.
Uh-huh.
This is the man version of Dance Moms. Not saying that Dance Moms is not for men, because I like that show a lot. It's actually pretty funny. But it's called Friday Night Tykes, and it's pretty much like, what's it called, Taifa? Is that what the organization was?
Taifa,
or like Taifa football, like 12U, 10U.
12U, yeah.
Yeah, like little bitty kids playing football, and these coaches are like,
well, Lil Bitty.
Yeah, these kids are recruited.
These kids are men.
Fed something. Yeah, they're huge.
The freaking team. Shout out to San Antonio.
Yeah,
the freaking San Antonio Outlaws. Dude,
Yeah.
There's some 12-year-olds on this team that like look like some kids I've seen at the rec. I mean, just specimens.
They're bigger than me, man. Like they're like.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
No,
but
do you see that one lineman?
The man.
No, okay.
He was like a tackle?
Okay, the linemen, yeah, those dudes weigh like 300 pounds.
Yeah, that dude looked like Nacho Libre
It's
on
not- it's
steroids,
not- it's
bro.
probably
He
the-
was
like
huge.
I'm saying,
I guarantee he was 6 feet, which is taller than me.
Yeah. Well, I would say that there's definitely no way that like that's good on a 12-year-old's heart to be like 270 pounds.
No.
To kill a kid.
Yeah,
to kill another kid.
Yeah.
That's
You
what's
know
not
what?
good on a kid.
But you know what? If he's doing cardio and he's playing football, like fast reps, very explosive stuff, I'm sure he's fine. I don't know. I'm not
now.
a doctor, so I don't know what the heck I'm talking about.
Anyways, Friday Night Tykes.
Dude, it's insane.
Yeah,
but
it's
it
so good.
is so dramatic and like okay, first of all, can we talk about that lady coach?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The
Okay.
president,
Now
actually.
listen. Hang on. Before we get too in trouble here, before we get canceled, I don't care if you're a female coach. I think if you are any person, no matter what gender, and you want to coach a football team, you should have a chance to do that. Go wild.
Mm-hmm.
But this particular person, regardless of their gender, is an idiot.
Yeah.
The way that this coach is coaching these players is setting them up for failure.
Yeah.
Setting them up for especially like
She has no idea what she's doing, and she's like,
well, no. It's not that. It's like you're in a league filled with like the best of the best 12-year-olds, and you're setting them up for failure by being soft on them.
Yeah.
And you saw like it got one of like their teammates like really hurt.
They got butchered.
Yeah, like put on a stretcher and wheeled off by the ambulance.
she was being a Karen, bro. So this kid got clipped, and it was definitely targeting. It was not.
It was definitely targeting?
Yeah, it was not a clean
He's a
hit.
victim of a situation.
Well, yeah, you gotta see that this kid was 6 feet tall, hitting this dude that was like 5'2". Like it's obviously like there ain't much room to
I don't
hit.
even think he was 6 foot, dog. I think.
All right, well, I'm probably exaggerating
No,
it.
definitely.
The helmet moved, and then he started moving.
Yeah,
No,
he flew. He got clipped.
No,
laid out.
They showed it in slow motion, bro. His head looked like it like went off. I thought his helmet came off.
Yeah.
It went off
but
the
it
hand,
didn't.
yeah.
It's just like his neck like freaking extended, and then he like his body caught up with him. It was
So
like
bad.
a cartoon, bro.
He's having a seizure.
No.
He's having a seizure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and
she
was-
screamed. She screamed. He's having a seizure, and she goes, "Oh, never mind."
He's having a
never
seizure.
mind.
He's having a. Oh, never mind.
And then
No,
they bring a tent.
No, dude. Okay, yeah. So they bring a tent, and then the opposing team who hit the guy, they all come out and they're like, "Hey, man, let's all kind of gather around and pray for him." So they kind of all gather around. They're all taking a knee with their helmets off. They're all kind of just praying for him. And she's like, "You know what? No." And she
They don't need to see this. They don't need to see
no,
this.
Guys, can we get them away? And meanwhile, they're like 10 feet away from this kid, all praying for him. Not again, and they're not praying on his downfall. They're praying on his recovery.
Up wall.
Yeah.
Up fall.
Yeah. They're preying on his ascent. Okay, they're preying on his ascent. Meanwhile, she's like, "No, they need to get away from here. They need to get away from here. They don't need to see this." And so she makes her team make a wall between him and like the play. It's like, dude, what do you think they're? Do you think they're like?
Was that the Outlaws or was that the?
No, it wasn't the Outlaws.
That
It was
the Venom.
Yeah, it was the Venom. That's
Venom.
It.
We
Yeah.
talk about their coach. And
Yeah.
they,
He's the male version.
No,
of Karen.
not. I
That's
believe
the
I'm an
alpha.
alpha male. He said it wasn't. I believe in an alpha male.
Yeah.
I am an alpha male.
Yeah.
I'm
There's
the
only
alpha.
one way of doing things, the right way.
I've been the leader of men all my life.
Oh,
I
that's
was
what.
born
Yeah.
to lead.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
born
I
to
have
lead.
led men my entire life.
Yes.
I
I'm
was
a
just
leader
waiting
of
for him to
men.
be like, when I shot Osama bin Laden. You think?
Dude, you know what that coach reminds me of?
No.
And
Who?
a real shout out if you went to Sax and if you know this guy, he reminds me of Jimmy Dykes.
Yeah.
I taught at Judson for 27 years.
Man, I had kids pulling their Glocks out in the
Yeah,
parking
and
lot.
then
I had
we all find out that he like washed their jock straps and didn't actually coach. He was
Yeah.
like the equipment like manager.
The
or
manager,
something.
yeah.
He was like equipment manager.
full-time racist.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's definitely a racist. Yeah, for no doubt. Well, he said some stuff to you for sure, definitely.
Introduced me to some words I didn't know that my people were called.
Yeah. In 7th grade, no less, which is really good. Yeah. He's
Welcome to
good,
Texas history. I
Hey,
just love
y'all.
that. We keep it historically accurate in this class.
man. what did he say? What are you talking about?
Got to be a bulldog.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. You gotta
Short,
be a
stout, and
bulldog.
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that was our spirit
Bulldog.
animal with him. Be a
No,
bulldog.
That kid was something else. Anyway, shout out to Coach Dykes. Just kidding.
Coach Ducks.
Coach Dykes.
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 Ducks.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, we're talking about Friday Night Dykes.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
so
Okay.
good with that.
Yeah.
That show's so good.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna
really
finish
good.
the fourth. Excuse me,
I
the
wanna
fourth
see
season.
that.
I got the hiccups.
Yeah.
You're all right. No, I definitely got to finish it. Okay, so we were going to talk about the freaking Mandalorian.
Baby Yoda,
I wanted to bring this up. Okay, so no spoilers, but a little bit of spoilers. I mean, the freaking episode's already out. So if you haven't gone to watch
That's too bad.
the second episode of The Mandalorian, stop and go watch it and then come back. Or watch like the
Third
last-
episode now.
No, but the part that we're going to talk about.
Oh
is
yeah,
the
it is the
second-
second.
yeah.
It is the second
Okay, so
episode.
there's a part, and again, this really isn't any spoilers. It's just kind of like some comic relief that Jon Favreau kind of put in there. Is that his name, Jon Favreau?
Yeah.
Jean
Is
Favreau.
that his first name?
John Ferraro.
Favre.
The
I know. Okay.
chef.
Anyway, but yeah. So, Baby Yoda and the Mandalorian are on some strange planet trying to transport this frog lady's like eggs. This is important. Unfertilized eggs.
Yep.
To her husband, so that he can
No,
fertilize them and keep their bloodline.
No, they're fertilized.
No, they're not.
Oh, they're not?
No. They're not. That's why they're going to meet up with
They
her,
did the
her
hanky.
husband.
They did the hanky in the third episode.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Because
I
then one of
haven't-
them hatches.
yeah.
Yeah. No, see, we can't talk about that. I haven't seen the third episode.
Bro.
Now you spoiled it for me.
Whack.
Now we're spoiled it for me. Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's actually the origin story of Snoke, but
Yeah.
Shut up. Oh my god. All right. Well, anyway, so they're unfertilized eggs, and they're going to meet up with the husband so the eggs can get fertilized. Baby Yoda, who's a fictional character in a
with an
fictional
undetermined
world
gender.
with an undetermined gender, right? He's just a hungry little boy or little girl. Who
It.
knows?
Or undetermined.
He's just a hungry little thing. He's a
They.
hungry little child.
Hungry
okay?
little Zim.
Yeah. And he just decides to, pop one of those eggs out and slurp it up. It's kind of adorable, to be honest
Yeah, it
with
is
you.
pretty
The way
cute.
he kind of just sucks that thing up like a little Orby.
Stupid hiccups.
Yeah. You need to take care of that.
Dude, I'm sorry. I
Watching
don't
this back and editing and just okay. So yeah, he's just munching on some eggs, just munching and crunching, freaking crunching and munching on some unfertilized eggs. Okay, it's like you go get a dozen eggs, unfertilized chicken eggs, and you crack them open, scramble them up, and you kind of just eat them up. Now,
Reese's
when
Puffs,
you
Reese's
eat
Puffs.
unfertilized chicken eggs from the store, are you committing like an act of misogyny against the
Yeah.
chicken? Are you trying to like take down the bloodline of the chicken?
There's a lot wrong with eating eggs.
Yeah.
Well, apparently that's what Twitter said because everyone's trying to cancel Baby Yoda now. Again, this is the second time we've talked about on the show trying to cancel fictional characters from a fictional
I don't
canon.
understand how eating eggs is misogynistic.
That's just what they're saying.
What's the
because-
argument? What are they saying?
Because he's making the choice of the female's decision to reproduce.
Well, that's kind of how that freaking works, right?
No, it's to insinuate, like, I guess, well, I'm trying to imagine it. I think they're probably like, oh, it's like the dude deciding, like, am I going to get to keep the baby or not? It's
Something like
if-
that.
I think that's where they're coming from. Is like,
Meanwhile, again,
he
we don't-
ate it.
Yeah, no, he's just hungry, man.
he
It's
robbed
like-
her of her choice to keep the
Oh,
baby.
No,
but
nobody's.
yeah.
Look, I would be less like upset about this if it was against like if they were talking about like chickens and us going to the store and buying eggs because that's a real thing. There's real chickens and we
Yoda.
actually eat scrambled eggs almost
Baby
every
Yoda.
morning. Okay, this is a fictional thing. Like no parties involved with this are at risk.
Yeah, Baby Yoda's actually a Nazi if you didn't know.
Meanwhile, he eats like 2 or 3 of these eggs like throughout the episode, And there's a scene in freaking like the second episode where she's just popping these things out. She's in a pool and she's got hundreds of these little Orby eggs, and they all load them up. So it's like, okay, here's 2 or 3 for Baby Yoda. He's hungry. He's a hungry guy, dude. Okay.
But what if that one was gonna cure space cancer?
Do you hear that feedback?
Yeah, I do hear that.
What is that?
Okay, it's gone.
Okay.
Or what if he was gonna be space Einstein?
Space Jesus.
Yeah, and Baby Yoda ate it.
You know what?
Could have been.
Then guess what? Now Space Einstein and Space Jesus live within Baby Yoda.
He's like Kirby, absorbs their.
Yes, he absorbs their powers.
Yeah.
Yes. So honestly, that just means Baby Yoda's even stronger now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Misogynistic.
we freaking talked about, and I think that was 2 episodes ago. We were talking about how people on Twitter are trying to cancel Harry Potter for maybe saying something racist in their world, not even ours. It's like we are not affected by
they're trying to cancel the antagonist like he's not supposed to be bad.
Yeah, well, it's like dude, we're trying to cancel things that may or may not have been racist in a world that isn't like we're not affected by because it doesn't exist.
You know who couldn't get canceled? Thanos. Thanos is not a cancelable character.
No, he
Well, he's the villain, so
Yeah.
I mean, even if he was, I wouldn't be like. No, actually, you know, I just changed my perspective. If they did try to cancel Thanos, I would be mad about it.
I know, but what would they cancel him on? They can't because he's a
Mass
He's a
genocide.
king.
Mass
Well,
genocide.
he dusted Black Panther too, so
Oh, it's racist.
Oh, you're so
that is
right.
racist. Why you gotta dust?
And he killed millions of females across the galaxy.
Misogynistic. He's a racist,
He's a
misogynist. I'm
racist.
sure he killed.
He didn't choose to.
I'm sure he snapped
he
the
did.
Jew away.
He did. Oh, he definitely. Yep.
Did you know not a single Jew died 9/11? I'm just gonna say.
Going down that.
No, you're good.
Bro, we got flagged for the Bohemian Grove episode.
You're lying.
No, I sent you the picture. They not
fact-checked
flagged.
us.
They put like a fact check thing on the bottom. Like
Yeah,
you
go
know,
back in the group chat.
have you not seen that?
You responded to
Dog.
it. You responded
Yeah,
to
you were
it.
like interesting.
You were like, dang, no way.
No,
Maybe I
'cause
was
you know,
tripping.
on all the freaking you definitely were.
Where
You
was
remember
that?
on all the? Are you in? Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah.
They added like a little fact check thing on the Bohemian Grove episode. Freaking big tech, man.
Bro, that's
It's
how
the
you
other
know
side.
they're trying to cancel us
How
right
you know
now.
they're trying to take.
They're
Yes.
trying to take you down. They're trying to take
Someone's-
us down.
It's-
We
dude,
have listeners.
Dude, they're literally doing what they did to Trump on every single one of Trump's
Fact check
tweets
my
about-
butt. Fact check
about-
my. Yeah.
Eat my shorts.
Bohemian
Eat
Grove.
my-
Hey,
Bohemian Grove.
yeah, mention it
Bohemian
now
Grove.
and see if it gets pulled up.
Okay.
Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian
Bohemian
Grove.
Grove. Bohemian Grove. Alex Jones. Bohemian Grove.
Let's make a really weird thumbnail. It's like episode 74, Baby Yoda, Bohemian Grove, and being
In
a
parentheses.
being a misogynist.
Yeah. But please don't try to cancel me. Yeah. No, it's
They're trying to
ridiculous.
shut us down
I-
for making
I
this
don't-
woke.
It's so weird though, right?
What would happen?
That is
Do
weird.
I just unsee? Anytime I've seen Baby Yoda, we could recall all the toys.
No, I think they just want to. Look, when people cancel something, what does that like? Does that mean they just like stop like purchasing it, or
Well,
they just? I think what they
I
do
don't
is they
know.
make it like
It makes
like
more people-
uncool, like, but it's like kind of an unsaid.
That's
It
what
ma-
they did
it
to
makes
Doja
more.
Cat.
It makes
Yeah.
it makes it more attractive if you think about it. Because like
some people.
Because if
Yeah.
no one's ever seen that show, they're like, "Oh my God, Baby Yoda's misogynistic. I gotta go back and watch it," and they're go back and get more
missed
views,
it.
and that's how they know money. So
Baby
it's
Yoda's
just-
a misogynist.
Yeah.
Sick.
Well,
Sick, bro.
We're like with Doja Cat, she had Say So, that TikTok song. It was so popular for a long time.
Yeah.
And then like it came out that she was like stripping for racist people, and then it was
I'd
like,
never even
oh
heard about
no,
that.
you haven't heard about?
no,
She's a stripper.
stripping.
No,
for
she was
racist
on like a
people?
Zoom call with a bunch of white supremacists
Why would she be on a Zoom call with a bunch of white
'Cause they
supremacists?
paid her.
to strip for them.
Oh.
No, because those are her friends.
Oh,
Because she's like actually
wait.
racist.
Who strips in front of their
Isn't
friends
she
like that?
black?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? I guess
yes,
so.
yes, because
Yeah.
if
Remember that
you-
cop from Boys in the Hood?
No, if
Yeah.
you no, yeah, that too. If you voted if you voted
If you-
one way,
Yeah.
and
Then
you're
you ain't
black.
Then you're not black.
You're right.
according to Joe Biden.
You're right.
But yeah, but so like, and then like someone leaked the call, and so she got canceled.
Right.
I
And
mean,
then
I
she
still
had-
listen to Doja Cat.
Yeah, I still do too, but
She's still on TikTok.
she's still racist.
Yeah, but
A racist stripper.
I feel like that made her like more not
You know what I
like,
hate?
more
No.
like viewed.
Dude, you know what I hate when people like say something that's really not controversial at
Say
all.
so.
Like say it's like an actual fact. They just say like a scientific fact, and they get canceled for it.
Mm-hmm.
The worst thing you can do is like delete the tweet or like take it down because then
Yeah.
you make them win.
Yeah.
You know, you just leave it up and be like, "Screw you, man.
Yeah.
Screw you."
You said you wouldn't
Retweet
share
it.
the Zoom call link.
Yeah.
You gotta retweet it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it refresh on the top.
Yeah, for sure. I saw this on Amazon. So for some reason, you can buy like a practice. You know how they have like the CPR dummies?
Yeah.
It's like that, but it's like a child, like a newborn baby child.
Not gonna be good.
Like a newborn male baby child.
Yeah.
And it's like you're supposed to practice
Like
circumcision.
CPR. Oh.
Practice
That's
circumcision.
not where that was going.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Left
it's
turn.
like a medical thing that you can practice circumcision on, but like you can buy it on Amazon.
Ew, where do I get
Oh
one?
my god.
That's so gross. How much is it?
It had so I looked at the reviews. It had 2.5 stars out of 5. So I was like, okay, well, if you're buying this, why isn't it 5 stars or why is it like? Somebody had to review this and make it 2 stars, right?
Yeah.
So I went to the reviews.
Of course.
Obviously.
One of the top reviews was one of the 2-star ones, and it was like I would have rated it 5 stars, but it tastes funny.
Oh no!
You shouldn't be allowed to buy this. You're not supposed.
They just reply, send it back.
Yeah, you're not.
Send it
Sorry, we forgot the flavored
Oh no!
fake baby wiener that you can practice. Like, why would you even need to buy that? First of all, because nobody in the street is just performing child circumcision.
I'm gonna
like,
learn.
you have to be a doctor.
Dude, I gotta learn a new hobby during quarantine. You know what I mean?
Dog.
I'm gonna learn circumcision.
Do nurses do that, or do the doctors have to?
I
do
think
that?
doctors do that. I think also
Either way, it can't be
what do
freaking
you call it?
Craig from the
Jews
street.
do that. Like they have like someone. They're not a doctor. They're a
Like a religious figure.
I thought
yeah.
they don't get circumcised. Oh wait, no, that's definitely
yeah.
right. They do.
Jewish definitely. Yeah. Then what are they called? Like what's like the
The grand circumciser.
yeah? But they know I saw it on Seinfeld. Remember? Because yeah, one of his like
Like,
nieces or nephews.
there's a word for the grand circumciser.
I don't think it's a thing, but they have someone who's like not a doctor comes and like performs the circumcision.
What do they wear? Like robes?
No, they wear a little yarmulke.
They wear a yarmulke.
Stupid hiccups.
Yeah, can you fix that?
I'm trying, man.
Dude, you want me to scare you?
Yeah.
Boo. Yeah.
It's done.
Is it like the Yitzka or something? Yeah, the Hashim.
Okay, well, it's called a bris ceremony. And on the 8th day, they...
Did you just look up Jew circumcision?
performed by a mohel.
Machel. That's what it is.
Machel.
Machel.
Or a ritual
Mohel.
circumciser. So they cut his pee-pee off, and then they give him a name.
Do you have to have a degree for that?
Probably have to go through a class. I was thinking like a night class.
What does
Like
it
a
say?
At your
like a
local
summer-
community college.
Like a little wintermester.
Yeah.
At the Jewish Center.
Yeah, a wintermester.
A machel. Someone who's Jewish fact check me on.
Do
like,
you
pro-
have to?
pronunciation.
Do you get like paid full time for that?
To be a mohel.
To be a machel?
No, God just calls you to...
Stop.
Machel.
Okay.
Becoming a machel.
Oh, you can do it,
Machle.
dude. We should totally do it.
We should
Dude,
be.
we should all.
All right, read.
To begin in February 2020. So we can start training as early as February.
Let's freaking do it, dude.
That's already. We already started. They already started. February 2020 is already done.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
When do they have the next ones?
Weekly class is held online.
Yeah, it's online.
So you would. So that's
it's
why
over
they-
Zoom.
So that's why you need
Dude,
it.
we have to go to
Yeah,
one
because you have to
class.
follow along.
Patreon special.
Oh,
We learn how to become a
there's
mohel.
a higher
Mohel.
rank. There's a higher rank. A mohalim.
Ooh,
Machlin.
is that like who
And
circumcised?
leads the certification by the Brit Millen Board of. So there's a board.
Do you have to be Jewish?
Yes,
Oh.
probably.
No.
There's a board.
You can all right. Is like Judaism? Is that what it's called?
Judaism.
Yeah, Judaism. Like, is it something you have to be born into, or can you like?
Well, there's.
I think there's different
form.
types of Jews.
There's like this
There's
girl-
an Orthodox Jew, which is like where you have to be born into it, or like it's like a lineage.
Because I know
thing.
like Catholics, like you can like take classes and
Yeah.
become Catholic.
I don't.
Yeah.
This isn't how it works. And you just made me think of something. There's this girl. Her name's like Trisha Paytas or something. She's like this big like fat chick.
Okay, you're getting
Whoa,
canceled.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I
done.
No,
All right.
off
Well,
the show.
anyways,
Fired.
sorry.
Fired.
Two hosts now.
Fired.
Her like thing is
Yeah,
that
you're the last one standing.
her thing is that she just gets like really into like cultures and adopts them. And she started. So do you know who
I'm Jewish this
you know who
week.
H3H3 is?
Yes.
So she started
How dare
dating.
you ask me if I know who H3H3 is?
She started dating his wife's brother, and they're Jewish, obviously.
Yes.
So she out of the blue was like, "I'm Jewish too,"
Oh.
and she started posting like, "How my favorite Jewish meal," and it's her like getting this like this piece of bread from like the local Jew store,
The Yatza or whatever.
and just like putting
The
pork,
matzah.
starts
The
putting
donut.
like pork rinds and like Laffy Taffy
Oh
on it.
my
my
gosh.
God.
And she's like, my favorite Jewish. And then she's like, what I got when I went to the local Jewish supermarket is milk,
Did she get in trouble?
eggs,
Did
lettuce.
she get in trouble for that?
My
Tide Pod.
favorite Hebrew meal.
She like is uncancelable because she just doesn't care.
Yeah.
And I don't know who follows her. Like it's like
I'm about
Queen.
to follow her. What's her name?
Yeah.
Trisha Paytas. Let
Where's
me
my phone?
look her
I'm
up.
going- We're gonna give this girl.
So
a follow.
this is
Come on the show, Trisha.
HBH3's wife.
They do a podcast together now called Frenemies because they don't like each other.
Really?
He like tried.
Wait,
to get
no,
her
he's always had his wife on the show.
No. This Trisha chick.
Oh,
Trisha.
I thought
They do
we're
it.
not talking about the same person.
We are no. Trisha's not his wife. So
Oh,
H3H3 and this chick do a podcast together now
Okay.
called Frenemies.
okay. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, and she's got like hella.
Ooh, that's gross.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
bro, that kind of looks like the frog lady from.
And
Harry
she,
I was
she
just-
does
yeah.
she does
Right?
ASMR eating. I'm trying to go to the Jewish parts.
Yeah, she needs to stop.
Let's find. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Stop. Wait, which one's her?
Yum.
That left one. Let me get to the cultural appropriation. But yeah, so like you can even see as we go through, she's like wearing the same outfit in 10 TikToks. And she's like, "Oh, I just discovered what an Irish person was." There's a part where she's like, "I discovered what an
Joking?
Egyptian
Is
was."
she joking?
I don't know if it's a joke because she doesn't stop doing it.
Okay.
Then she like out of the blue was a Trump supporter.
Oh well, of course.
Oh, I gotta go back. So
This is
far.
gonna take too long.
Every
bro.
now and then she's like, "I'm a fitness icon." She'll like post workouts,
Queen WAP.
and she posts like
post her clothes on.
Did she post her cheeks up there?
she has OnlyFans.
Stop.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. I'm not messing with you.
Dude, you know what kinda
She's
keeps me up at night
insane.
sometimes?
What keeps you
What
up?
keeps you up?
People buy Nikado Avocado's OnlyFans.
Who is that?
That's the big
That's the
dude.
big
The mukbang.
Mukbang.
The mukbang.
The gay dude.
You know the
gay
dude that
mukbanger.
eats a bunch of stuff and he's hella
He's
fat.
a crying.
Oh,
he beat his
yeah.
freaking passenger seat door or passenger seat.
He's a OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People will like subscribe.
Yes, and he posts.
She did a collab with Willy Wonka. Shout out to Willy Wonka TikTok, my favorite account forever.
I hate you.
Yeah, but no.
No, I s-
here's her.
didn't I
Here's her.
send you something.
This is her pretend to be Hispanic.
Selena.
Yes.
Oh my god.
She discovered who Selena was, and she was like, "I'm Hispanic now." And so for a week, she was just uploading stuff as like
She's
a
just
Hispanic
eating
woman.
Doritos.
Yeah, and she's like, "I am Hispanic now."
Oh my gosh. That's not how it works.
Yeah, well, apparently, according to her, it is.
How'd you find this person?
Because I watched H3H3, and he did
Oh.
and they did the podcast with her.
Oh my
And she
gosh.
was on trouble in TikTok because she did a video where she was like pretend to be an Egyptian, and it was to some like song that says honky in it, and everyone was like, "Oh, what did you say?" Yeah, this is. She's scary though. Yeah, so she does cosplay sometimes.
Of course she does.
And so she was like, "Oh, I'll be a blue monster with red hair." I don't know what she's famous for exactly. Oh, it's Beetlejuice. I haven't really looked into her that much, but I don't know what she's famous for.
Shout out Tim Burton.
I just know she pisses a lot of people off on like frequently.
That didn't even look like Beetlejuice either.
No, that's
I
not
have no
Beetlejuice. I think
clue.
that's
Well, it
what's
said
it-
hashtag Beetlejuice.
yeah.
Here we go. My favorite chala recipe.
Shalach.
And everyone's like, "You literally bought it."
Is this supposed to be her version of like a yarmulke, like the Irish cap?
Yeah.
Yes.
The
No, it's
artist
a beret. Look,
with.
sour candy,
Did she put
coffee
gum
beans.
on that?
No, it's sour candy.
Let's
and
use a fitness model.
Yeah.
yeah.
She's Jewish.
And then she starts teaching how to be Jewish.
This is why we eat fish on Rosh Hashanah. For the new year, you want to be ahead of things. So eat the head and say what you want to be ahead of. I want to be ahead of my taxes this year. So definitely eat a fish for Rosh Hashanah.
Why don't she eat it?
Shana Tova.
Why didn't she eat it?
Yeah, she didn't do it.
I
She
don't
just, She
know.
told you to do it, but then didn't do
Great
it.
time.
Rosh Hashanah.
Yeah, rating my Jew lunch.
Oh
The way,
my
yeah, she
God.
said it's rating my
Jew
Jew
lunch.
lunch.
It's not even Jewish, just rating my Jew lunch.
Yeah, look, she has a necklace that's like Hebrew. Rating my Jew lunch. playing Jewish music, getting falafel.
No,
Okay,
no, it's
all
not
right.
Jewish music. It's Jew music.
Yeah. Devil's advocate though, like
Stop. Okay, go ahead.
I kind of she does it in the wrong way, but I kind of see where she's going.
Please explain.
There's like a lot of a lot of cultures out there and stuff like that. And like,
Yeah, but you can't just go switching.
you can't. No, you can't be like saying like, oh, I'm Jewish. You know,
That's
You
what
can't be
I'm
saying
like
you're
that.
Jewish
That's
one
what I'm
day,
saying.
Mexican on Tuesday,
It was
and black on
within
Friday.
days of them dating. She was like, "Oh, I'm
See,
Jewish."
that's wrong,
She
but
started
but
teaching how to be Jewish.
I think the principle is like experiencing different cultures. Like
Yeah,
you know,
but but now you can't. You
Rating
can't
my-
say that.
maybe I'm
You
diving
can't
too deep into
rate
it.
my Jew lunch.
Yeah, you can't say you can't be doing that.
rate
Say
a
rating my
Jew
Jew lunch.
That's
Okay, yeah.
idiots. And then you
I'm
can't
just
say
saying.
you're Selena and Egyptian and black and Mexican.
Yeah, I definitely agree she's doing it
I'm
the wrong
pretty
way.
sure
but,
she's
like,
done. I don't know if this is true. I feel like she's done blackface. Like,
Now, Josh, this is where you're
shamelessly.
getting into your exaggeration.
My name-
I'm pretty sure she's like just famous for pissing people off by appropriating like stuff like that.
Honestly, I guess that's everyone has their way of doing it. You know what I mean?
She reminds me of the mom of Friday Night Tykes.
Yeah.
yes.
She kind of crazy.
Everybody build a wall.
She got plastic surgery too, probably.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
it
no,
looks like-
the
looks
last
like she
thing I
got
was
lip
going to talk
fillers
about was
out the
this
cheeks.
YouTube channel, and we can go over this real quick. Then we'll get into the NSA. It's called Jack Blackwood, and I was roped into it because like this is really wholesome. So every night he just buys like a tub of hot dogs, and he says he buys nicer quality, not like the cheapest one possible. And he goes on his back porch and feeds like 30 raccoons, and he talks so nice to them. He like gives it to them.
She names them all.
He says names.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
like, "Hey Bradley, I spotted," and he'll like. I'm like, "How do you know which one?"
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because they'll like grab it and go. They're polite raccoons. They'll grab
Yeah.
it and go to a corner.
They
But
don't
then-
Tap his hand.
Isn't there a culture that where like you don't eat in front of people? Like you have to
Yeah,
like turn your
I
head
think
when
so.
you eat.
But
I'm just gonna turn into that one day.
they're 30-minute videos, and so like he'll like feed them.
How many of these 30-minute videos did
I
you
gotta-
watch to completion?
I've watched 2, but I haven't completed them
Okay.
because I just kind of watch it when I'm bored,
Okay.
and then I start doing homework finally.
Okay.
But so like the first 10 minutes is just him dishing out food to these raccoons, and he's talking about how his day was, and then like usually into the 15-minute mark, he starts going on a rant about something. He's like, there's all these trolls that keep commenting, but I don't care. I got more subscribers than you. I went to
I got my raccoons. That's all I
Yeah,
need.
You're watching me.
He was like, my raccoons
I'm
have
not
more
watching you.
subscribers than you. He's like, you want to pull these laws on me? Guess what, baby? I'm from Canada. I can feed them on my property all day. And the silly little troll, and he's just going on these rants. And then I didn't finish that one, but he just like, it was into 25 minutes, and he was still talking about these like people that are commenting like, you can't do that.
Does he feed the raccoons in every episode?
Yeah, that's how each episode is him feeding them.
Oh, wow.
And it's really funny because
For
that
30
same
minutes?
Yeah,
Just
well-
nonstop hot dog?
Well, they're like, and then they're all sitting there eating and munching, and then
Oh,
some of them he gets a lot of hot dogs, and then he'll have like a special thing for them. Like sometimes it's grapes, but the like comment trolls one, he had like a thing of whipped cream, and they'd like put their hand up.
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're for the.
One day he put in his mouth just.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
But
I've seen that one. Actually.
there was another
Close to
one
it,
where he
I
started
can't
talking about his, and it was like, I had a pretty bad day. I found out my neighbor's cat died. He got hit by a car. And then, like, he talks about the cat and how lovely of a cat it was. He's like, he'd come over here and get fed. And then about the 13-minute mark. Anyways, I hate her owner. The cat's owner. I can't stand her. I'm waiting for her to move out of this neighborhood.
Oh, my God.
And so, yeah, it's like, it's the same format. He feeds,
What's
pulls
this
out.
dude's name? What's this
It's
dude's
Jack Blackwood.
Jack
Jack
Blackwood. Come on the show.
And
bro.
he'll feed them the hot
Bring the
dogs.
raccoons.
Yeah,
Then they'll
bring-
come
bring
for
the
seconds,
raccoons.
and he'll give the specialty item, grapes,
Whipped cream.
So I think it was bologna one time.
Matzo bread.
And he'll conclude with what he was talking about at the front, and then start talking about like, oh, I hate X.
I wonder if she watched the videos like, oh, I miss my cat.
That's
too.
I
What?
Think, I think he was like, I hope she doesn't see this or something like that.
Gosh.
But his like first video is pretty funny because he's like, you will not believe this, and he just turns to the screen door, and they're all like, let me in.
Oh, my God. Okay.
The NSA.
Yeah. Now, we left off last week. If you haven't watched, we really just kind of set it up last week.
Yeah.
The giant sigh.
Yeah.
Basically, we just talked about, would you rather have privacy or security from your government?
I think we all agreed privacy,
Yeah, privacy.
which is true.
Yeah.
Private security.
All right, the NSA, the National Security Agency. So when I watched the only facts I have on Edward Snowden is the movie Snowden and like some interviews that I saw. And I also saw him on Joe Rogan.
He's on Rogan.
Part of it.
Yeah,
He's on Rogan
He
twice.
did an episode with it.
Twice.
Yeah,
2 episodes.
really?
Yeah.
Isn't he
Go
in
back and
prison,
watch it.
though?
It's actually really good. Huh?
Isn't he in prison?
No, he's in
No.
exile.
He's
Yeah.
in exile?
He's not in exile. He's in Russia.
Yeah. In,
Well, yeah.
Asylum.
No.
Didn't they give him asylum
No.
when he ran away to Russia?
Yeah, they ran away to Russia, and then they were like, "Hey, we're gonna go. What do you call it? Expedite or extradite this guy? I don't know. Like, hey, bring him back, and we're gonna arrest him."
Yeah.
And Russia was like, "Nah, we're good. We like him just releasing all the U.S. secrets."
Yeah, he's cool.
So
this guy's cool.
yeah, he's cool. We can stay. And so like, yeah, he lives in Russia with his little wife, and like, I think they got kids now and stuff like that. But he pretty much worked for like the NSA and like the CIA. He's a really smart guy, like super big programmer, like one of the best like who ever came through the school. And like, cause he was in the army for a while actually. Yeah. He was in the army for a while, and he wanted to do like special forces, but like he had like he had a health problem or something happen or injury where he got released from the army. He went to go work for the CIA. Okay. And like years go by, and he gets this girlfriend who's like a photographer, and you know, he starts kind of digging in, like getting up there in the CIA where he's getting more and more security clearance and stuff like that, and like he's starting to find out this information, like big information, like how much we because like one of his jobs is to like do surveillance like on U.S. citizens as well as like on the enemies. Wait, his like job is like surveillance on China and like shutting down their hackers trying to hack the U.S. Like like defense. He did defense.
Yeah. Okay.
But like part of that was like he got access to like the security and like the clearance of like the surveillance of like U.S. citizens, and he found out pretty much that there's like I think it was like 2 times as much, like 3 times actually, as much surveillance in the U.S. as they are in like in Russia or China or the Middle East.
So basically, they're
spying on us
more than anybody else
because like they have access to email, like every single one of our emails, every single one of our Facebook posts, Instagram posts. Any kind of feed, exactly what we look at.
They can find the email where she accused me of
plagiarism or photoshopping.
They can find it before you did.
No, they can like access his phone right now. I think it says this in the last episode too.
Yeah.
They can say that they can access the phone right now and like watch us like recording ourselves. Or like if you're scrolling through Instagram, they can watch you scrolling through Instagram.
We talked about the ads too, like
Yeah,
listening.
the P like.
I feel like the ads are different.
Speaking of
I think
bro.
the ads. Hang on. The ads are different than what we're talking about.
It is different.
because that's like
different.
Instagram's algorithm.
But we talked about it too.
Yeah, but it's all the same.
No.
just
But
listening.
It's all in the same category. Yeah, it's not like government,
Yes.
but it's like big.
It's even worse. It's
Well,
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. I'm sure you sign up for that in like the terms and services when you like log in and have to scroll down.
Probably
And,
no one reads that. So
yes,
probably
exactly. So you probably sign up for it. So that's why they have the right to do it. Meanwhile, the government like absolutely can't.
no. Yeah, I mean that's
There's no
yeah.
like fine print there.
It's a
there's
constitutional
no
right.
user,
It's a human being right.
There's no user
Yeah.
agreement.
Yeah, there's no user agreement for Trump or Biden to like
life.
come like look in your stuff.
The Obama administration was the worst.
Yeah.
They like increased it bad, but like it's just I don't know. It was just like and I don't know all the other stuff. Like it was big stuff that no one knew about before anybody knew about, and that's why it was so big because it was all super classified. And now he just released it. He just decided to leave because there was a part in the movie that was scary to me. He was having like these stress seizures, and they thought he was epileptic or I can't really say it.
Epileptic?
Yeah, epileptic. I'm dyslexic. Sorry.
An Olympic.
He's an Olympian.
And having seizures and stuff with like bright lights and stuff. He's working on computers all day, but it was like stress induced.
Yeah.
Because he was getting all, he was watching all this. He was like, "This is not right," and I'm just sitting there working for him. You know what I mean? It's just not morally right.
Did he like see through somebody's phone? Did he
Oh
actually
yeah.
get to do,
I'm
he
sure.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like I think we talked about last time too. Like there's like one you maybe stop one terrorist out of like billions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, no, because I was saying that if you're spying on every single person in the country, why would you like waste your time doing that when the outcome may be like 1 in 300 million people?
I remember like in the trailer him like looking at his own home from his work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and he was like getting stressed because like his girlfriend, like he was really busy at work, and his girlfriend, him were having problems, and he was worried about like her cheating on him, which she wasn't. And then his boss was all like, "Did you tell someone this, and this?" And he was like, "Yeah, I did." And then he was like getting all mad. He was like, "Look," and he pretty much threatened him. He was like, "Oh, just by the way, so you know, your girlfriend, she's not cheating on you," and like just hung up. And was pretty much an indication like we've been watching her too.
Dang.
Like when she's by herself. which is like scary.
Yeah, what the heck?
Because they can do anything. They can find you anywhere and just take you out.
Well, Matt, like that's super messed up. Because what if she's like showering and like she just so happens
That's
to
like
have a
your
laptop open?
coworker, guy.
Yeah,
Your boss.
Michael Scott coming up.
And
Yeah,
the
I
problem, it's just ridiculous. And it's like I forgot what I was gonna say. I had a really good point.
Well, I don't know if this is how I remember it when I was little,
Say.
but I feel like I remember like they like character assassinated. Like he was like America's #1, and like they were like the media was like, do not trust this man. He is.
Oh yeah, they called him a terrorist. Oh yeah, I know what I was gonna say. All right. The reason like he decided to leave and like publicly say it himself is because if you think about it, if you would have anonymously done it, they would have known who did it and they would have killed him. He'd been dead. He'd be dead right now. And so he publicly opened up and was like, my name is Edward Snowden. I work for this, and this. This is my rank or whatever. Yeah. I released this information because this, and this. And now, like, the whole world sees you. And so, like, now if you're gone, like, they know something's up.
That was what...
it was this little tactic.
That's exactly what Bob Lazar did in the 80s when he came out and was talking about how there's this freaking thing inside Area 51 called S4 and, like... I was working on some alien craft that we recovered, but hey, I'm Bob Lazar, and he's on like television news. Mm-hmm. Like he's like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is who I am. This is what I've been doing for the last 4 years.
I do not plan on killing myself.
I have no intention of suicide. But still, I think the FBI raided his house. And when they
go to his business and like just trash it, looking for stuff.
Yeah, well, well, they trashed it. They raided his house after the interview, but then when Jeremy Corbell made that Netflix movie about it, and after
what's the movie called?
Bob Lazar, Area 51, and Flying Saucers. It's on Netflix.
We did an episode on it.
Yeah,
really?
No, you have to watch it. You have to watch it.
We can do a follow up.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds good. But yeah, I mean it's super weird. And so after he went on Rogan once or twice, the FBI raided his house again.
Yeah. Because I remember he said he like has something that they want. Wasn't that like toward the end?
I think it was like Element 115, which is something that
the power
back in the 80s. They said that this Area 51 Station S4 or whatever, the building he was working in had this element called Element 115.
Like on a periodic table element?
It wasn't on the periodic table back in the 80s.
Oh.
Back in I don't know, remember what year, but like in the last 20 years, they actually used like a particle collider and made it.
Huh.
So they say.
So they say, but the fact that he knew about it like by name back in the 80s before it was even on paper discovered.
Yeah.
Just kind of adds to
weird. And he had some of it, and they would come to his store.
They said he had a little bit of it.
And just tear it up trying to find it or something.
Yeah, because he has
and they have like footage of them like these wasn't it like men in suits just coming in.
Yeah. They have footage of like the cops showing up to his house in the movie.
Dang.
It's like the SWAT team.
But yeah, I remember they like totally character assassinated Edward Snowden.
Yeah, no, they're like, even Obama was like, this guy's a terrorist. He hates America. You know, if you have any information and stuff like that, I remember that. Yeah, distinctly too.
He was like banded like a traitor.
Yeah, he was like, he's a traitor to America, and he was. And then Snowden comes in and like, dude, like I love America. Like this is my home country. I'm a veteran. Like. I'm not a terrorist whatsoever. I'm just telling the people, like the American people, deserve to know the truth about their government. You don't have to. Oh, here's a quote. I'm 100% sure, or 90% sure he said this.
Okay.
I remember hearing it on Rogan. He was like, "You don't have to trust your government in order to be patriotic, or you don't have to believe in your government in order to be patriotic."
Yeah. Well, I think if we're talking about in terms of American patriotism, kind of that like by definition is don't trust your government.
Yeah.
Because that's how America got started.
Yeah.
They didn't trust the government they were under, so they left and made another one.
Yeah.
So by definition, like American patriotism is to not trust your government.
Yeah.
If you start trusting your government, that's when you should be afraid. That's when you should be kind of.
Mm-hmm. You're getting controlled.
That's when you should wake up and be like, oh, because like the most American thing ever, I guess historically, is to not trust your government.
Yeah, the revolution.
Yeah.
Revolt.
Yeah. And fight back against it.
Well, you think about like what they can do this, like they can watch us, but what else can they do? Like, can they
like this gets uploaded and the words get spliced around? It sounds like we said something really bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And no, I'm guarantee you that's what they. You see in the media. The media does that.
Yeah,
for sure.
And that's a whole different other topic. Because like the media and like big like companies like Google and Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Like all that's a whole different other topic. Is that just follows what they do. It's ridiculous. You got to fight against the man. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Fight the man. Fight the power.
But that's like how easily the government had power back then, especially too. They like convinced the whole country that this dude who was trying to tell them something they needed to know
a terrorist,
was their enemy.
Yeah. Well, now with like social media and everyone has a freaking smartphone that they can easily tap into, right?
Yeah.
Like everything that we've talked about so far in this season, you know, like with 9/11, Bohemian Grove.
They're probably watching us right now, dude.
Well, that's
That's why they fact check this.
but
It's
I'm
gonna be a
saying,
fact
like,
check.
every-
Edward Snowden is a terrorist.
Like no. Like every single person that's listened to those episodes or it really knows anything about like any sort of American conspiracies, like it's like all of that is being filtered through what they want you to know.
I'm sure
about.
deep down
if they
we're
can,
on some list.
yeah,
us three on some list.
Oh, yeah.
maybe who knows? But they're
We'll get
they're,
taken out pretty soon.
they're keeping us in the dark.
Four more episodes.
Yeah,
more
they're done.
government.
4 more episodes and the government's gonna be overthrown by the people who watch this.
Yeah, we're all gonna make you woke. We need to get shirts
For legal reasons.
Because
It's a joke.
I absolutely love how we've turned the term woke into like
Your
anti-social justice,
your
pro-conspiracy.
Your mugshot, black and white.
Yeah.
Woke.
Woke. Yeah, woke. That's perfect.
Love it.
We need to do it.
Yeah, man, it's insane. I love watching Black Mirror because it's so unrealistic but realistic at the same time.
Yeah.
There was 2 episodes I want to mention. One is the first one I watched. One the very first one I watched, but it was one of the ones I watched. I got 3 episodes actually. One deserved it one deserved it. Yeah. So it's about this kid and he's like in Britain or whatever, and he's like he works a little restaurant and then go home and like you see he's like having a normal life, whatever, the normal teenager stuff, and gets on his laptop and proceeds to like pleasure himself.
Got you.
Right? And then some weird hacker came in, and it was like some agency who does all these other people and was like, I have a screen recording of you doing this from your webcam. We're going to send this to every single person you know unless you follow like what we say.
What the heck?
And he was like, oh, okay, I don't want this to go. And at first you're like, okay, like who freaking cares? Like everyone, you know, send them video of me pleasuring myself to my friends. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Who cares?
Nice.
Like,
They
it's not
replied
that
to
big
it.
a deal.
Nice.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal, but like he goes on like and he has to like go rob some. Spoiler alert, by the way. He has to go like rob a bank and like do all those other people drop the money off somewhere. He has to kill someone and stuff like that. And at the very end, like he gets caught. Like they say, oh, too bad, we already did. And then like his mom, like you see like it's the final scene where he's all bloody from killing that dude, and like all these cop cars are there, and they're about to arrest him, and his mom's calling him, and she's like all crying. She's like, why? They were only kids. You were freaking watching kids. And like, he ended up being like a pedophile.
What the
God.
heck?
Yeah, which is such a good episode. But like I was like, oh my god, like they can do that. Another episode, The Bees. Have you seen The Bees? Kanye talked about it on the Joe Rogan podcast as well.
Which one's that?
The one where there's this government. Okay, well it's
I heard him talk about it, but I haven't seen the episode.
yeah, they live in a world where like bees went to extinction.
Yeah.
It's like in the future, kind of near future, and to like replace them, this company made like little robotic bees. They do the same thing, like they self-pollinate, and they have like built-in like cameras in them to see like where their flowers going. But like the only way the government approved this was like be able to use them for national security. Yeah, that was the only. I will fund this project, and you can do this project to release like into the world if you have a built-in camera in there that we can have access to. And they were like, okay, you know. And then so these little bees flying around, and someone ended up hacking it, and it was something about a stupid hashtag, which it goes into the media too. Like it's like someone did something that was controversial, and so everyone on Twitter would be like hashtag death to, and then put a picture of them. So like for example, like death to Josh Pink, and put a picture of Josh Pink on there. And then if they like every day at like 5 o'clock at the most hashtags, so that one person was killed by some of those bees, like they would crawl up their nose and like make their brain explode.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but like someone hacked into it and like used those little cameras and stuff like that, and they were like constantly spying on all these people.
Oh. What
and
the
like
heck?
making sure that they did film like controversial stuff that they did
Oh.
and things like that to send out to people so people would hate on them so much.
Dude, like, unfortunately, like, okay, let's just play this out, right? So, like, obviously, like, JFK, like, big names like that, like, most of the Kennedys probably got assassinated for whatever reason. Because they tried to shut down the NSA,
Yeah.
right?
And nuclear weapons. It's
Yeah. So, but, like, how many like, lay people, you know, just so happen to stumble upon information that they shouldn't have?
Yeah,
and
how
the
many
government killed them
Snowdens
off?
didn't make it?
Yeah, or yeah, I mean, just like how many people that like just normal regular people that are maybe undercover, maybe nobody knows what they do, maybe nobody knows their name, and they were killed off by the government because they knew something that they shouldn't have known.
Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, he's a bad guy, but he knew a lot, and he was gonna freaking whistleblow and all of it.
Yeah, but that's a big name. I'm saying, what if like you or me just stumbled upon like information, and then we have
like Edward
the freaking Men in
Snowden's-
Black show up on our front door one day, and
He's only a big name because he like got public and made it.
yeah,
But like I'm just saying, like another desk jockey like that, and he like was like, we shouldn't be doing this,
We
guys.
used to do an episode on
and
Men
they're
in
like,
Black, bro.
yeah, and then they like
Some cool stuff.
falls down the stairs and breaks his neck somehow.
yeah.
There's people every day that like. I mean, I don't know about every day, but I've heard a lot of stories about people who they work like they're like a secretary or something like that, and then someone like left a file and they opened it and they were like threatened. They were either offered a lot of money to shut the hell up, or B killed or threatened.
Yeah.
So you tell anybody, well, we know you'll tell somebody, or
And
we know
they'll-
if you tell somebody.
And they'll go like find a bunch of stuff on that person.
Yeah, or they'll show up.
Use it
Yeah,
against them.
they'll.
What did
yeah.
Justin Trudeau know?
Or they'll show up at their house and just watch him and like
Dude,
just
that
be menacing.
That man single-heartedly survived being canceled
Yeah, somehow.
somehow.
Who is this?
the
president of
Canadian
Canada.
prime minister or whatever?
What happened? What did he do?
He did blackface.
Yeah, they like.
He
got-
was at a
Oh,
party.
yeah.
He was at a party in
Remember that.
college. He's blackface standing next to a dude in like a Klan outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it like,
And there's like legit pictures of him, and
it blew
he's
up.
still fine. He is super lefty too.
Yeah.
That's why it stops when it's like your own.
Yeah. Anybody on the left, like anybody, yeah, they don't matter. They can do whatever they want, and then
Yeah.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
He was saved by the. They were kind of just like, hey, you're making us look bad.
Yeah, hey, don't do that anymore.
Hey man.
It's like the
Kind of
same
a
thing. It's like
hypocrite.
Joe Biden, pedophile theories and allegations. Who's not Trump?
Yeah. Well, no.
Yeah,
then-
no. Even Kamala Harris during a debate called him a rapist and a pedophile. Like you can go back and look at that footage.
Yeah.
They were debating on the Senate or something like that, and they were debating, so like, they were going and running against each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kamala Harris called him a rapist, a sexual assaulter, and then like a pedophile. And then now they're running mates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're
Now
kissing
she's
and
now
hugging.
they're the
We did it, Joe.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, he's a freaking Trojan horse. I'm telling you. Calling it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Calling
you heard it here. Joe Rogan is, or not Joe Rogan.
Joe-
Joe Biden is gonna like pass away 4 months
Seriously.
into his presidency, and then Kamala Harris is gonna take
Dude,
over. I guarantee
he's
it.
gonna get COVID, and then
Yeah.
it's so easy
Yeah.
for them to just say, "Oh, he died."
They'll
Yeah.
give him a statue and everything.
Yeah, the best president we've ever had. He was in
No,
office
he's
for a whole
mindless.
3 months.
Yeah.
Who was that one? You know, there's like one of the presidents. has
Oh,
a dumb
did
death.
you see that Kamala Harris's husband left his like little law firm to come work for the Biden administration,
Yeah.
which is like a freaking no
Yeah.
because
Didn't Trump have like a bunch of his family members?
yeah
work for him?
yeah no here's no I meant the no like from
Doesn't
for the
count.
Democratic Party. Like the Democratic Party said it was a no
Oh.
for the Trump administration because Trump administration has like a son, his daughter, you know,
Yeah,
all that
the
stuff.
whole family's involved in the
Yeah,
White House.
yeah, no, I'm not, yeah. So like, I was seeing it's like no because like the Democrats were like, oh,
They
it's
were giving
bad,
crap for
bad,
it.
yeah, what the heck, and then they
And then they
Kamala
end up
Harris.
doing
It's
it, yeah.
ridiculous, dude. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Eh.
Like I've never ever judged anybody personally because I was talking about this with my friend today, like with their political views or like governmental views and stuff like that, ever until like this and like. I'm not gonna say like I don't hate people. I don't like not like people, but like I'll talk to people sometimes. Like some of my friends who like voted one certain way and I voted like the other way, or vice versa, something like that. And I'm like, how are you not? How do you not see this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I am non-biased. I'm not biased. I'm not any party, bro. I'm libertarian,
Well,
bro.
that's the problem with
That's
the
a party.
two-party
Yeah,
system.
that's a
because
party.
Well, I'm not like two main parties. Like
yeah, the two-party system. That's the problem with the two-party system, though, is right? Is like
that's what George Washington warned us about, bro. And guess
know.
what? We did it.
I'm telling you.
We did.
But it's like one party does something and everyone's
About
like,
that,
oh,
George.
so bad, so
Yeah, it's
bad, so
awful.
terrible. Oh my God, rapist, racist, misogynist, xenophobe. And then they get in office and they're like doing the same stuff, but it's all swept under the rug.
It's honestly it goes back. You can tie anything
It's
back
just-
to the media, bro.
Dude, yeah, it's been like that though. It's not like a new
Like,
thing. They've been
like
doing that.
30 years from now, like 30 years ago, like 4 years ago, this stuff had never happened. Like, yeah, there was like
We wouldn't know
scandals and
about
stuff.
it, though. We wouldn't have known
Exactly,
about
but like it's
What
not as
if
bad.
It
yeah,
still
like,
would've
what if
happened.
Pearl Harbor was at inside? Like they just blew up a bunch of ships and told everyone it was Japan. Like you know how easy that would have been.
I'm saying
back
9/11,
then?
JFK.
Well,
easy.
it's hard to do in 9/11 because there's more internet, there's more media.
Yeah, but not as like accessible as it is now.
But,
But like
back
Pearl
then-
Harbor, there was barely TV.
yeah,
There was newspapers and radios.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I guess the evidence is like there's Japanese planes at the bottom of the freaking Pearl Harbor.
They could have just made them and been like,
No, okay. Pearl Harbor, they knew. They
I'm
knew
not
it was
saying
gonna
Pearl
happen.
Harbor was not an inside job. It was an inside job. That's
Oh
not
no, it was an inside job.
Pearl Harbor was fake.
Pearl Harbor definitely was.
Yes.
It wasn't fake. It actually happened. It was a tragedy, but
Yes.
they definitely knew about it.
Really?
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
wanna
they
say-
wanted to win the war, bro.
I just wanted to make sure it was clear. I'm not denying Pearl Harbor.
You're
Pearl
Pearl
Harbor
Harbor.
was
denier.
definitely
I've been to that memorial.
It's like 9/11. 9/11 was real. It happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not event in the way.
No,
you
it was a
thought
hologram, bro.
Yeah, it was definitely hologram.
Nobody died.
You can see it glitch. It goes.
The Jews did it.
It was the Jews.
The Jews did
The Jews and the Planet of Bohemian
The
Grove.
Jews of the Bohemian Grove. They're all
Let's
did
just
it.
go find Alex Jones in Austin.
That's
and,
a good
Get
dude.
him on the show.
I would
Yeah.
love to meet that guy so much.
Talk
Y'all
to
seen
Miss Nolan.
what's his name? What time is it?
That's an hour 6.
Cool.
$1.06.
What was it? Eric Andre and the Republican or
Yes.
whatever, and he goes up there.
Let's
and
get the
Alex
guy
Jones.
from the Daily Show.
It's like, I want you to fuck my wife. He's like, what? What?
I'm not with the Daily Show. Yeah, and they start trying to push him off the stage, and he just like goes limp.
Yeah.
And some guy gets his face. You're not Martin Luther King.
Oh.
You're not Martin Luther King.
Oh my God.
It was
Lord.
funny.
Okay. You want to do the ads?
Oh, I thought you were about to do one.
No,
I
I'm
was
just
really-
No,
breathing,
You're
bro.
about to do one. You want to do one? It's your birthday.
Nah, it's cool. Good.
Okay.
You sure?
Oh, I saw someone with a.
Hey, Mickey D's. You feel me?
Yeah.
All right.
Good. I saw someone with FNX Fix shirt.
I saw
on
someone
today.
at the rec the other
Yeah.
day too. Yeah.
I was like, oh, sweet. Hey,
Yeah.
you got them? You got that horny goat weed or what?
Yeah.
He didn't say no, but you got
he
headphones
probably-
on.
He was
But
like, hey man, get the hell away from me. Bro.
yeah,
He's
I asked him.
He's like, I'm gonna photo shoot back off.
Yeah.
Anywho,
You hydrate them kids, bro?
You hydrate
yeah,
them kids.
FNX Fit,
All right.
our go-to supplement sponsor for the Throne Room.
Let them know.
They got everything you need, which is why we love them, because y'all aren't all the same people. Some of you like krill oil.
Tell them.
Some of you like that vegan protein. Some
Come on
of you
now.
like the AM protein.
Mm-hmm.
And some of you just want normal protein. Some of you just want horny goat weed.
Cricket protein.
That's
dog.
me.
Don't forget the cricket.
Some of you
protein.
only want the horny goat weed.
That's me.
Collagen. Men and
Collagen.
women's vitamins.
Green.
Vitamins.
Greens. Yeah.
Grins.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Reds. No, I
Red.
don't think they have
that's
reds.
That's not a thing. It's just grass basically.
Anywho, yes, FNX.
Creatine.
You mean steroids?
Yeah, steroids. Yeah.
SARS.
SARMs.
They have
SARS.
Yeah.
they have every kind of supplement you would want or need on their market. You just go there. It's all at a reasonable price, and it's all really good stuff. You're not opening up tubs of wood shavings.
It's real ingredients.
Yeah.
It's real
Mhm.
stuff.
And the best part, every purchase you make sends a gallon of water to a village in Africa, so you can.
Come on now. Hydrate
them kids, baby.
We're hydrating them. They're thirsty. Don't let the kids go thirsty.
Give them that drip.
Hey, that drip, bro. That drip.
They need that drip.
What did you say last episode? No, you said something about drip, and Zach just goes, drip, bro. I was gonna listen back to it, but I didn't have
Anyway,
time.
what's that discount code the lovely
Talking
people
about
can get?
The Throne. Wait, no, that's
or
no,
the-
that's
The
on
Brio bottle.
That's the Brio bottle. It's just Throne. THRONE for FNX Fit. Talking about 15% off site wide. Okay. Again, every single purchase you make gets a gallon of water to a child in Africa. This is no
Hydrate.
joke, folks. This
Hydrate.
is no joke. We're not just saying this.
There's a little tick at the bottom.
Look, they don't just say this. It's not like, oh, donate $1 to Africa. No, they're literally bringing a gallon of water to
This ain't just no tax write-off, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
This is
we're
gallons.
Doing our taxes. We're doing our
This ain't no
taxes.
tax write-off.
Gallons of tax right
Gallons. Multiple gallons. Okay.
Anywho, our other sponsor, the Brio bottle. You take your dad's favorite Yeti that he
Oh.
put some
Dad.
nice Jack and Coke in,
Yeehaw,
grilled
brother.
and you combine it with that nasty shaker bottle you got that smells like Dookie because you went to the gym 2 weeks ago and then didn't wash it out, and today you were like, I'm gonna get big. Well, throw it out because you
It
can get a
stinks.
stainless steel shaker bottle
Stinky.
that don't stink.
Stinky boy.
We discovered they got new colors.
Stinky.
They got new color. They got a bunch of different colors, like cool, like military green.
You stink
And then it
so
got
bad.
red, white,
Oh.
teal.
Smack. I'm so sorry. Brio bottle.
And they also have a giant one that would make a hydro flask blush.
God, dog.
Anywho, they have really good bottles. They're really quality, and like you could throw them against a concrete wall, and they really would be fine.
Well, they are metal. You'd break your wall.
Yes.
I really wouldn't recommend doing
The
that.
Nokias or the shaker bottle?
No, for
industry?
real. For real.
What? The Nokia?
The Nokia.
The phone.
Oh, okay.
Don't look at me like I'm stupid.
phone,
He looked at me like I was stupid.
I thought this was a Mitsubishi.
said-
I thought this was a
Are
Mitsubishi
you
moment.
freaking retarded?
Anywho, before we
Oh,
get into
Mitsubishi? What?
15 or
Don't talk about that.
you get a discount if you use all caps the space throne or wait the all caps the underscore throne underscore room.
You get a
You
discount.
good?
This is
Yes.
by far the worst
Yeah.
ad plug
I thought this
we've
was,
ever done.
I thought this was a Mitsubishi moment.
They're gonna be like, oh no, yeah, we're pulling the
All
sponsorship.
right,
We're
all
done.
right, all right. This is
No.
too much.
He saw a Mitsubishi on the road one time.
Shut up.
Did you say Mitsubishi?
Hey, Imperium Fitness. It is what it is, man. You know,
Alright.
it's coming.
It's coming after
Get
Christmas.
ready,
right?
Christmas.
Yeah.
Santa's bringing that Imperium. Santa's building that empire.
Yeah.
All right, Zach, where can they find you?
Instagram is zsmitty_22. Same thing on Twitter, and Snapchat is zsmith22.
Let them know. Tell 'em.
Instagram
Where
at
you're from.
jpink19.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, you can find me King__Alex__ on Instagram. Check out the Throne Room on Instagram and Twitter at the Throne Room. We're still posting on Twitter.
Give the
Great
birthday
score
man a like.
predictions. Oh yeah, shout out again to Zach Smith turning 21 today.
Thank you.
He enjoyed a White Claw on the show.
I did.
Okay, what flavor did you get?
The one we had.
Black cherry.
Black cherry.
Oh, Black Betty. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all got anything else?
I'm going to jail
Cut 'em
soon.
together. It's all right. We're all going to jail.
Hey, but 4 more
Uh,
episodes.
Yeah. Look.
4 more.
Look. If you know what, we're all going to die in 4 episodes, and episode 75 next week. So
Quarter quell.
quarter quell. You know what I'm talking about.